One of the 10 commandments, commandments, meaning the followers are commanded to follow the commandments. One of those 10 commandments states, "Thou shalt not kill." But the same Bible thumpers who are judges, politicians, and legislators have absolutely no problem with killing and murdering human life forms, as long as it's legal. But when you are a government legislator, you legislate, you make or enact laws. Don't you think those religious judges, politicians, and legislators could ban the death penalty? They use the Bible and the 10 Commandments, "Thou shalt not kill," when it comes to abortions. Those government officials stand behind their religion and faith when it comes to legislating a woman's body. Even if they're forcing a human female to give birth to a child when the father of the baby was a close family member and she was raped. No compassion and no abortion. Those religious government employees, judges, politicians, and legislators, they quote the Bible, state their religious beliefs, and speak on how they are pro-life and how they respect life and family values. But when it comes to the death penalty and taking a human life, they forget that they are religious. They forget that they have family values and that they are pro-life. They forget about their faith. They don't believe in pro-life when it comes to the death penalty. And the reason why is because the death penalty is a public sacrifice. And since the majority of judges, politicians, and legislators are members of secret societies, those public sacrifices are satanic. Listen, you can get a needle while sitting in a chair. It happens million times a day at the hospitals, clinics, and doctors' offices. But when it comes to a needle to be injected lethally, they want the recipient, the condemned, to lie down and be comfortable. Look very carefully at the table. You can plainly see that the table is in the shape of a cross. Members of secret societies love to see suffering and dying on a cross, so they are deliberately botching the executions. And they witness a human being who is suffering and dying on the cross. The secret societies hate Jesus. That's the reason why church members are eating the flesh of Christ and drinking the blood of Christ. And the reason the majority of statues and images of Jesus are of him suffering and dying on the cross. They secretly hate Jesus. If someone you love was tortured, suffered, and has died from those causes, the last thing you would do or think about doing would be to drink their blood and eat their flesh, or worship the image of them suffering and dying. You don't bathe yourself in the blood of the Lamb. Blood is for those who are living. If you're bathed in blood, then most likely you have symbolically participated in the secret society's bloodbath, a satanic sacrifice. Just like they have you ignorantly participating in the satanic sacrifice of pine trees during Christmas, or Christ's Massacre, Christ's Mass, Christmas. And they have you participating in a satanic sacrifice of turkeys during Thanksgiving. So don't be deceived. The death penalty of lethal injection is a satanic sacrifice on a cross and perpetrated in plain sight of the public. They lead you to believe that the death penalty is a deterrent to kill. But think about it. When a human is convicted of rape, the state or federal government doesn't rape the human rapist. They don't rob a convicted armed robber. They don't beat the crap out of a human convicted of domestic violence. They don't burn down the house of a convicted arsonist. But despite their religious beliefs, 10 commandments, and thou shalt not kill, those pro-life hypocrites have no problem with taking the life of a convicted human being.